Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Superior Consulting Newsroom, where we bring you latest news updates on global immigration and travel. My name is Samia Shahzad. Let's start our today's news bulletin with the headlines. Canada had more than 1 million job vacancies. Canada limits travel from Southern Africa region and neighboring countries. New Canadian travel and border measures take effect. Australia to pause next phase of border reopening amid Omicron fears. These were the headlines for today. Let's move forward towards their details. Canada's economy continues to recover from the coronavirus pandemic. According to the New Statistics Canada report, a total of 91,100 people were added to the payrolls across Canada in September, representing the fourth straight monthly increase. Payroll employment increased in 8 provinces. Ontario led the way with over 43,000 new employees added to payrolls. British Columbia was second, followed by Quebec. Nationally, job gains were driven by the services-producing sectors, namely accommodation and food services, public administration, and finance and insurance. The Canadian government implemented a travel ban for foreign nationals coming from the Southern Africa region and neighboring countries. Foreign nationals who have been to South Africa, Eswatini, Lesotho, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Namibia, Nigeria, Egypt, and Malawi. These countries within the previous 14 days will not be permitted entry to Canada. The ban will remain in place until January 21st, 2022. The public health measures comes shortly after the discovery of the new COVID-19 Omicron variant. The new variant has been designated a variant of concern by the World Health Organization. While Omicron was first detected in South Africa, cases have since been identified in Botswana, Belgium, Hong Kong, Israel, Australia, Denmark, and the Netherlands and Canada. Canadian citizens and permanent residents are permitted to return to Canada by passing through a third country, where they must take a COVID-19 molecular test. Full vaccination against COVID-19 will be required in Canada for all travelers aged 12 years and older. The new rules apply to the federally regulated transportation sector. This includes BIA Rail and Rocky Mountaineer trains, all Canadian airports, and passenger vessels engaged in voyages of 24 hours or more, such as cruise ships. Road transportation, such as buses, for instance, is not subject to this policy. Canada announced this measure last month and introduced it on October 30. At that time, a grace period was provided allowing travelers to present proof of a negative COVID-19 or PCR test instead of proof of vaccination. But this has now ended. Only a small number of travelers now qualify for one of the limited exemptions, for example, those who cannot be vaccinated for medical reasons. Australia will pause the reopening of its international borders to the next cohort of workers and visa holders amid growing concern of Omicron variant. An emergency meeting of the National Security Committee tonight decided the necessary and temporary decision to pause the next step to safely reopen Australia. The country was exempted to reopen to international skilled and student cohorts, as well as humanitarian, working holidaymaker, and provisional family visa holders from December 1st. The reopening to travelers from Japan and Republic of Korea will also be paused until December 15th. The temporary pause will ensure Australia can gather the information we need to better understand the Omicron variant, including the efficacy of the vaccine, the range of illness, including if it may generate more mild symptoms, and the level of transmission, Prime Minister Scott Morrison said in the statement with other leaders tonight. This was it for today. Hope you like it. Don't forget to tune in on every Monday and Thursday for fresh news updates. And please make sure to like, comment, and share. And don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. This is Samia Shahzad signing off. See you in the next bulletin.